Sometimes you can just never find what you're looking for, you know? You just really can't. Brock, have you seen lion's hair?
Last I saw it looked like Bo had been chewing on it, and I put it on top of your dresser, so I assumed.
What the fuck is this? How does that work?
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know how he got to it. I just saw it on the floor in a couple different pieces. So I rolled it back up in a lion's mane ball and threw it on top of your dresser.
I know where my tiger whisker is, but where's my lion's hair? Oh, dude, here it is. Adventure bag. Every time. Got a notebook in there too. There might be 3 more songs in that notebook. Anyway, I took some lion's hair and I went down into the basement and I grabbed 2 snake skins because there's like a snake down there that like sheds skin on our wall. And I put them in a bowl and I burned them up with a butane torch and I mashed it all up. You just gotta have a system, you know. So I crush up this lion's hair and these 2 snake skins, and I just like start rubbing it on my head and like on myself. And I chugged half a bottle of wine, and I smoked a left-hand cigarette, and I went outside and smoked a right-hand cigarette, and then I came back and I chugged the rest of the bottle of wine. So then I was like, all right, poop, stood up, and I turned the lights on. Is that cool with you? I turned the lights on and I was just like, okay, and I wrote this song in like 20 minutes. And it has nothing to do with any of that bullshit over there that I was doing. And nothing did. It was completely just, and we were kind of just like going through the motions and feeling this thing out and trying to write like music. And trying to be productive even though we were kind of in limbo. I had like crazy shit going on in my personal life, and it was just like every day getting hit in the fucking head. And to the extent that I was just kind of like folded up from it and didn't want to leave the house. It's funny how that goes and where you interact with people. And so I decided, fuck that. So I locked my fudging self in here. I locked my fudging self in this room.
I was training for tournaments and stuff, so I was going along
Brock
too.
was getting ready to go to the Pan American Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament. I didn't do shit.
I didn't help at all.
So I took like a bunch of shit and I piled it up in this room and just started scribbling stuff down, and I started like the lyrics to Ram's Head are in there somewhere. It was kind of a warm-up. It felt like anyway for me. And once I got that one done, I was like, okay, it's a starting place. That's kind of what it is. It warms up for the rest of it, I think, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Nobody does. All right. Is... Oh, okay, so I started running out of window space. So I stood right here, and it's not on here anymore. And I wrote out all right. And it took me like 3 hours to make just a phone recording of it because I couldn't. I was shaking and sweating, and I felt like I had like a nice and flush. And like my face was hot and I just could not do it. But then I finally got it down. And that's how I knew it was good. And it's all right. It's just about like exactly what was consuming most of my thoughts at that moment. It seemed heavy and weird, and I'd never dealt with it before. And so I just played it on acoustic guitar. And I think that's the way it's going to go to the record too. It's just on an acoustic guitar. Just going to play it and sing it.
What's next?
All right. And then our grandmother died in Louisiana. Dad's mom. So, and I didn't really think about it much. But I kept that. And her funeral was on my birthday. So this is like the card that my dad gave me. It's a George Rodrigue Blue Dog, who is, I don't know if it says in there, but Rodrigue was her maiden name because they were cousins. And so then I started to like look more into Rodrigue talking about the Blue Dog and his own paintings and stuff. So people who have seen a Blue Dog painting always remember it. They're really about life, about mankind searching for answers. And the dog never changes position, he just stares at you. And you're looking at him, looking for some answers, why are we here? And he's just looking back at you, wondering the same thing. And the dog doesn't know. You can see this longing in his eyes, a sort of longing for love and answers, but he doesn't have any idea of like what he's looking at. So then I sort of started thinking about the Catholic guilt and hard-headedness and schizophrenia and alcoholism and self-destructive tendencies that come with that whole, and we're cool, like we can all talk about it.
Yeah, throw in some Creole and some whatever, drugs and alcohol, whatever, it's cool.
And so I started saying this thing after she died when I was getting drunk, and I knew I was getting too fucking drunk, or I was like going too hard, or like just acting in sort of reckless abandon. I started saying, Reba Rodrigue rides again. I think anybody can kind of relate to that, or I think that's actually probably a pretty nice state of mind to be in. But Blue Dog.
Blue Dog.
So after we play this song, we're going into the guitar throwing song. What? After we play this song, we're going into Everyone Parts Ways.
We will